Starting from the deck I built from the rectangular template, let's look at general options. They're found in the Edit Decks tab, and the top drop down is General Options. From the building code, you can limit the beam and joist cantilevers to 2 feet, as well as limit the pier spacing to 9'10" by selecting this checkbox. You can also place a beam at a building. I'm going to click on that. It's going to recalculate the deck and throw in a beam along the building. We can add bracing to the decks. I'll go to a front elevation here and I'll click on add bracing. And you'll see it'll put the bracing in. That would be great for a freestanding deck. By disconnecting the deck from the building, then you do have the freestanding deck. So by clicking this button, you'll actually see it'll say do not connect deck to building. And now you've got a freestanding deck with the bracing on it all in the one. If you had perhaps a joist that needed to be nailed into the side of a beam for some reason, you can pick the different connectors: nails, wood screws, Simpson screws, GRK screws, or an A23 angle by Simpson or a competitor. Also, you can pick the soil type. Let me flip over to the pier layout, and a standard 75 kPa for firm clay. Let's say you knew you had solid rock. Perhaps you're on the Canadian Shield. I'll click on solid rock, and you'll see these will go down to the minimum numbers, of course, the 8-inch, because you won't, it's just pinned into that. I'll go back into here, reset it back to firm clay. These will go back to them being dropped the 48 inches below grade and the size that's required. And the last item on here is prefer piers in line with building. So if you had a deck that wrapped around the corner or something and you wanted the piers to line up, you just check that off and it would align them with the edge of the building. And that's it for the general options.